everyone, good morning. I hope you guys are doing well. So today we will be discussing the other writers that are there related to the postmodern period that we are doing, right? So हम postmodern discuss कर रहे थे, and in the previous classes we have already talked about a number of different writers. So today we have to talk about Kingsley Amis. Kingsley Amis. The time period of Kingsley Amis is 1922 till 1995. Kingsley William Amis, Sir Kingsley William Amis, was an English novelist, poet, critic, and also a teacher. So he was an English novelist, poet, critic, as well as a teacher. He is the father of the British novelist Martin Amis. ये किसके father है? Martin Amis के father है. He was born in South London. So वो South London Chapham में born होते हैं. Son of William Robert and Rosa Ann. In 1941, at St. John's College, he is going to study, that is there in Oxford, where he is going to meet Philip Larkin and they will share a good bond with one another. While at Oxford in June 1941, Amis joined the Communist Party of the Great Britain as well. So he had some political influence, political background also, and he will befriend Philip Larkin. Okay, so he will befriend Philip Larkin in the Oxford College only. He became the lecturer of English in the University of Wales from 1949 till 1961. So this is the time of the postmodern period. Amis' first novel was Lucky Jim. I told you in the previous class that this is one of the most important novels that is written by Kingsley Amis. There are other works also, but this being the most important one, which also won the Somerset Maugham Award. तो इसको क्या प्राइज मिलता है? Somerset Maugham Award भी मिलता है. This is a very important person, Kingsley Amis. Often we have questions from this person, and of course this novel Lucky Jim is also a very important novel. So I'll give you a minute to note these things down and then we will move forward. I also hope that you are reading the notes that we have provided you. They are also very important. Substantially everything is given there. If there are few writers that aren't given there, then of course वो हम class में cover कर लेंगे. So nothing would be left. So in the previous classes, I remember we discussed till we were discussing and talking about the angry young man, and I know that we have been talking about Osborne, and I told you that we will also discuss about Wesker. So after studying Kingsley Amis, we will discuss Wesker. So till that time you can note this down. I hope you also remember Golding, Muriel Spark and the other things that we have discussed. I will quickly revise them for you. Martin Amis के ये father हैं. Martin Amis के father हैं Kingsley Amis. Martin Amis की सबसे important books क्या कौन सी थी? So on page number 291, अगर आप अपने notes के page 291 पे देखेंगे, there we have Martin Amis, another very important figure. 1949 से 2023 तक he is writing. So he is a very recent writer. Just now he died. Martin Amis, he died very recently, 2023 के अंदर ही. Martin Amis. We have already discussed, but let me tell you the other important works, some of the important works by him. So Martin Amis, we discussed that he was writing under the pseudonym called as Henry Tilney. Henry Tilney was the pseudonym which he was using, and he was writing columns for the scientific novel. So for the scientific fiction he was writing in The Observer. The Observer के अंदर with the name of Henry Tilney, he was writing the columns, and science fiction novels को वो basically cover कर रहे थे. In 1971, he was doing these things. He has written important works like the Rachel Papers, The Dead Babies, Rachel Papers 1973, Dead Babies 1975, Success 1978, Money एंड मनी का सबटाइटल पूरा नेम क्या है, बिकॉज सबटाइटल्स आर आल्सो आस्क्ड इन द पेपर. मनी, अ सुसाइड नोट in 1984, The Information 1995, Yellow Dog 1990, Yellow Dog is 2003. Then we have The Zone of Interest 2014, and very recently 2020 की book है Inside Story. These are important work. Times Arrow or The Nature of the Offense is also a very important work by him. In 1991 this was written, because इसके बारे में I have seen questions being asked in other comparative exam. You will see that on page number 21 we have a summary also already given to you. Odilo is the character of this novel, Times Arrow, The Nature of the Offense. Dr. Todd T. Friendly is also a character. These are some of the important things. And why is this work so important when it comes to Martin Amis? Because Times Arrow is the work जिनके लिए उनको Booker Prize मिला था in 1991. So as I told you, all the Booker Prize winners or the nominations of the Man Booker Prize, whether it is Nobel Prize winner or the speeches of the Nobel Prize winner are important because they are repetitively asked in the exam as well. So अब उनके फादर के बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे, बिकॉज मार्टिन एमिस के बारे में हम ऑलरेडी बात कर चुके हैं. किंग्सले एमिस इज राइटिंग लकी जिम. He is also associated with the Angry Young movement. वो किसके साथ associated है? Kingsley Amis is also associated with the Angry Young movement. What was the Angry Young movement? The Angry Young movement was the movement in which these young generation were writing against the dismantling of the London system, or you can say the Britain system. How they were very fractured. They were writing about the you can say about the domestic scenario. They were writing about the hardships they were facing. Despite of having jobs, they were not elite class. They were not rich people. So they are these middle class people who are writing about their own problems. That is the Angry Young movement, and they have a certain kind of resentment to this upper class because they were trying to scum them, right? So these were the things that we discussed about the Angry Young Man movement. Then Lucky Jim was one of the first campus novels of England as well. Now Kingsley Amis is also very famous for writing campus novels. Campus novels क्या होती हैं? This is something that is asked in your paper also. I have seen in your GATE paper also this question was asked. कि campus novels क्या है? Campus novel is basically a novel that is set in a campus. Campus क्या होता है? आपका university, uni में settled है, right? उसके बारे में बात हो रही है. In 1946 he married Hilary but divorced her in 1965, and then he is going to again marry in 1965. Martin Amis wrote the memoir Experience about the life, charm and the decline of his own father. So Martin Amis ने अपने फादर को ट्रिब्यूट देते हुए अबाउट हिज डिक्लाइन एक वर्क लिखा है, एक मेमोir लिखा है, experience about the life and the charm and the decline of his own father. Amis was knighted in 1990. In August 1995 he fell ill. Of course he died in 1995 in London. So Kingsley Amis was shortlisted 3 times for the Man Booker Prize. Very important. It's a very potential question. I have seen वो कैसे questions पूछते हैं. So they will talk about Kingsley Amis. Kingsley Amis was shortlisted 3 times, not Martin Amis. Anyway, I've seen questions वो कैसे पूछते हैं, that they will talk about the writer and they will give you some biographical details. So biographical details are also very important and you cannot leave that. So Amis was shortlisted 3 times for the Man Booker Prize in his career. Important works are Old Devils, for which he is of course going to win the prize. उससे पहले भी he is writing Ending Up in 1974, Jack Sing in 1978 and The Old Devils in 1986. He finally is going to win the prize for this book, The Old Devils. For The Old Devils इनको prize मिलता है. Old Devils, right? Then there are some other important works and some of the important poetries as well that are there. So we have Bright November, A Frame of Mind and Collected Poems. उसके बाद कुछ important novels like The Legacy, it was unpublished in 1948 में लिखी थी ये. Lucky Jim, uncertain feelings, and we see an adaptation for this work. Movies में movie भी बनी थी इस work की, Only Two Can Play के नाम से. I Like It Here in 1958, Take a Girl Like You 1960, and Green Man 1969. I'll give you a minute because I want you to note all of these works, and then we will discuss the other slides. Note this down. Kingsley Amis. So Lucky Jim, as I told you, is a very important novel by him. He has already written some of the poems. It is also seen that Time magazine said that Lucky Jim was among one of the top 100 novels that were best written English language novels from 1923 till 2005. एंड आई थिंक वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कि किस तरीके से उन्होंने अपने लकी जिम नॉवल के अंदर जो प्रोटैगनिस्ट का नाम था डेक्सन, वो लिखा था. कैसे आया था डेक्सन नाम? बिकॉज वी नो दैट फिलिप लार्किन वाज लिविंग इन द एरिया कॉल्ड डेक्सन, एंड वहां से उन्होंने ये नाम लिया था, राइट? सो डेक्सन वाज बेसिकली अ प्लेस वेयर फिलिप लार्किन वाज staying from 1948 till 1950, and this is why you can say that Lucky Jim is nothing but a dedication to Philip Larkin. It is nothing but a dedication to Philip Larkin because at that time Philip Larkin was living in Dexon. उनका पूरा एड्रेस क्या था? 12th Dexon Drive, Lanchester के अंदर. Philip Larkin was living there. And he was working as a librarian in the university also. And these people are going to befriend one another. So Lucky Jim becomes a very important novel from where you see the legacy of the friendship. Right? Then I told you this word campus novel abhi. Campus novel are also called as the academic novels. उसके बारे में भी हम पढ़ेंगे. But you can write the other works also. Stanley and the Women 1984, Old Devils 1986, Black and White 1995, it is unfinished, and You Cannot Do Both in 1994. According to the biographer Zachary Leader, Amis was the finest of the English comic novelist also in the second half of the 20th century. For writing the Book of Bond, he used the pseudonym called William Tenney. For writing Cornel's Son, he used the pseudonym Robert Markham. So he is the one who is creating a lot of pseudonyms and using those pseudonyms. Pseudonyms क्या होते हैं? Pen name. अपना नाम ना यूज कर कोई और नाम यूज करना, that is pseudonym. So for different books, he is going to use different pseudonyms. So you should know this as well. And these are the other works. उसके बाद we are going to discuss about the campus novels. Lucky Jim is one of the most important campus novel. Along with him, we have David Lodge, and both of them are brilliant when it comes to comic and satirical pieces. They are going to critique the academic world, the campus world. Okay, so let us know a little bit about Lucky Jim. Lucky Jim is a novel by Martin Amis that was published in 1954 by Victor. It was Amis' first novel, and this novel is going to win Somerset Maugham Award also. It is set around 1950. Lucky Jim follows the life journey of James, who is also known as Jim Dexon. And I told you Dexon kahan se aaya hai? Where Philip Larkin was staying. A reluctant medieval history lecturer, and it is also a PYQ. If you will see past year papers, you will realize that this has been asked कि actually Jim का या Jim Dexon थे, उनका profession क्या था? So he was a history lecturer at the university जो कि इंग्लिश पढ़ा रहे थे, जहाँ पे सॉरी इंग्लिश पे जो वहाँ इंग्लैंड में जो यूनिवर्सिटी थी वहां पे वो हिस्ट्री पढ़ा रहे थे, प्रोवेंशियल इंग्लिश यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर, राइट? सो प्री प्राइमरी pages quote an old song in the work as well. Oh, lucky Jim, how I envy him. So अगर आप इनिशियल पेजेस देखोगे नॉवल के, so this is a quote, old song जैसा, जो कि बारी बारी अपीयर होता है. This work is a dedication to Philip Larkin. The name itself says this all. It is an early example of campus novel and it is a satire on the academic world and the academic life. The protagonist, Jim Dexon, who is trying his way out of the working class, is becoming a lecturer in history at the provincial university. This novel was published in 1968 and won MS. Then we have The Old Devils. The Old Devils is the next novel. I thought we have the summary of this. I think in the notes we have a summary. Let us not discuss it, otherwise class बहुत long हो जाती है. So, The Old Devil. The Old Devil was published in 1968 and this is going to be the novel where MS is going to win the Booker Prize. It is considered by Martin MS to be his father's masterpiece. And there are some, and of course he has mentioned this in the works as well. And this work also has some of the autobiographical references. It is considered by Martin MS to be his father's masterpiece, writing in his autobiography. It stands comparison with any other English novel of the century. Alan Weaver is the writer of the modest celebrity who is going to return to his native Wales with his wife and sometime girlfriend, Rion, and then they are going to meet another friend, Peter. This work, Old Devil, also talks about the problems in marriage, problems of trust, etc. because we see his girlfriend and now wife falling in love with Peter and there will be some problems going on here. Martin MS, son of Kingsley MS, considered his father's work, The Old Devil, to be the masterpiece. You can write this down. Then let us talk about the campus novels also. Okay, so let us talk about, I hope you have written, let us talk about this genre of campus novels. So campus novel क्या होता है? This is a type of a novel that is going to satire the academic life. And ये कब famous थी? ये 1950s में बहुत famous होती है. 1950 में बहुत famous थी. McCarthy की, Mary McCarthy has already written a novel, The Grooves of Academy. The Grooves of Academy. It was published in 1954 and it is also a campus novel. So campus novel 1950s से लिखनी start कर दी थी. 1950. It's a good example. It is often quoted as the earliest example, although in Faculty Task, the academic novel and its discontents, Alan Showalter discusses that C.P. Shaw's novel, The Masters, of the previous year, several early novels have an academic setting as well. So, किसी को लगता है, there are a lot of theorists who think that Mary McCarthy's work, The Grooves of Academy, was the first campus novel, but we see that C.P. Snow's work, The Masters, was the first academic novel. The several of other novels were also there who were also talking, these novels were also talking about the university, the academic setting, some of the characters were also there. Willa Cather is also one writer who has written The Professor's House in 1925, which also talks about some of the important things that happened in the university and also uses characters that are working or protagonists that are working in a university. So there are other people also. It is not only Mary McCarthy. It is not only Mary McCarthy who is the first one who is writing the campus novel in 1952, but C.P. Snow, The Masters, is a very good example of a campus novel. So many well-known campus novel writers are Kingsley Amis and Lucky Jim is the work that is included in the genre of campus novel. And David Lodge. उनके साथ एक और person कौन है that is known for writing campus novel? That is David Lodge. David Lodge has also written certain campus novels and all of them being important. So he was a literature professor in at Birmingham University. So University of Birmingham until 1985, and some of his novels are going to satire the academic life. Notably, the campus trilogy that he has written. So he has written a campus trilogy, and he was an English author as well as a critic. Born in 1935 and he's still now alive. Okay, so he has written, let us write here. So I'm writing here, David Lodge के कुछ important works है. This is a trilogy that he has written basically. Trilogy क्या होता है? Trilogy is a set of 3 novels that are coming here together. Campus trilogy कहते हैं इसको. इसे क्या हम बोलते हैं? Campus trilogy ही बोलते हैं. And there are 3 works. The first is Changing Places. Changing Places. A Tale of Two Campuses. 1975. The second is Small World. Small World. An Academic Romance. An Academic Romance 1984. And the third one is Nice Work. And all of them are somehow connected. That came out in 1988. Right? The second 2 novels that are written were shortlisted for the Booker Prize also. And he is the one. So it is David Lodge who uses basically 2 broad themes to write. If you want to know more about him, he is using Christianity or Catholicism as a theme for his early novels. But then after he became a professor, most of all of his works were related to the academic world. So this campus trilogy, the first is Changing Places, the second is the Small World, then Nice Work. And both of them were also shortlisted for the Booker Prize. उनकी जो फर्स्ट वर्क था, फर्स्ट पब्लिश वर्क, द पिक्चर गोअर्स इन 1960 is a novel that you can positionalize in the field of your Catholicism. So उनका थीम जो वो यूज कर रहे थे, कैथोलिसिज्म यूज कर रहे थे. द पिक्चर गोअर्स. कैथोलिसिज्म थीम यूज करते हैं. बाकी डेविड लॉज का जो थीम है दैट इज द कैंपस नॉवेल्स. As I told you, he is a critic. He also edited the 20th century literary criticism. It's a book that came out in 1972 that includes essays on a number of 20th century writers like T.S. Eliot. He published the very important work, The Art of Fiction. Now these literary works are also very important because match the following में आ जाता है. Now everyone knows that there are some important critical works written by T.S. Eliot, but who would know that David Lodge also has written these works? And I told you, this is what UGC NET is doing right now. They are going to ask you comprehensive questions, and अगर कोई बहुत important writer है तो lesser known works पूछ लेते हैं and vice versa. So this work, this critical work by him is also very important. This critical work, The Art of Fiction, it is a collection of essays on the literary techniques that illustrates a number of point of views that a writer can use in the 20th century to write. He has talked about Henry James' point of view. Point of view के बारे में Henry James ने बात की है. Stream of consciousness को लेकर उन्होंने वर्जीनिया वुल्फ के बारे में बात की है. Interior monologue को लेके he has talked about James Joyce. So this is a very important thing, and he is writing from the beginning till the end of this modern world, you can say. The Art of Fiction. The Art of Fiction is the work that he has written, And he talked about the literary techniques and giving examples. He has talked about the point of view technique of Henry James, the stream of consciousness, that is of course Virginia Woolf, Mrs. Dalloway. If you haven't read this work, try to read it. It is one of the most important works and a canonical work to be read by any literature student. And interior monologue के बारे में James Joyce ने बात की है. So this is David Lodge that we are discussing. David Lodge. Some other works of David Lodge, if you want to write, it's just an overview on his career. He is, of course, a writer who is writing in this post-war era, post-war England. So there are problems when a person face when it comes to his religion, right? तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा जब पहले लिख रहे थे तो religion के बारे में लिखते हैं, बाद में he is going to write about the academic world. So the Picture Goers 1960 is a work that is written about the religion. And it goes through the childhood memories of certain characters as well. There are some works like Paradise News 1992, Therapy 1995, which talks about his childhood and his views. The war is, and he talked in greater detail about the war in the work Out of the Shelter 1970. Out of the Shelter, war के बारे में है ये work पूरा, Out of the Shelter. 1970, it's a post-modern work. 1950 के बाद जो भी आता है हम post-modern में कन्वर्ट कर लेते हैं उसको. Out of the Shelter, Ginger You Are Barmy, Ginger You Are Barmy, 1962. And this work, Ginger You Are Barmy, is going to talk about his experience of the military service in the 1950. तो उनके अपने experience के बारे में. Right, it's a very it's a novel that is spine chilling, and it is going to give you the glimpse of the changed world after the World War. Okay, so Lodge was brought up as a Catholic and described himself as an agnostic Catholic. Many of his characters are Catholic, and their Catholicism, particularly the relationship between Catholicism and sexuality, को show करते हुए protagonist हैं. This is a major theme that he talks about. Agnostic Catholic कहते हैं वो अपने आप को. Agnostic Catholic कहते हैं अपने आप को. And many of his characters are Catholic, and there is this close, particular relationship that he talks about that is there between Catholicism and sexuality. His very important work that I have seen asked in few GATE exams, in few set exams also, is The London Museum is Falling Down, 1965. The British Museum is Falling Down, 1965. The British Museum is Falling Down, 1965. So I can write this for you. Then there are other works like How Far Can You Go? And interestingly, this work was published in United States under a very different name called as Souls and Bodies. Souls and Bodies के नाम से ये publish होता है. Okay, and basically this work talks about the artificial contraceptives that people started to use during that time. So, and how Catholics, who were this ardent Catholics जो थे बहुत ज़्यादा believe करते थे जो God में, उनको ये fake contraceptive pills के बारे में से problem थी. And this is something that is the theme of this work. How far can you go? सो स्मॉल वर्ल्ड इज ऑल्सो वन नॉवल जिसके अंदर कैथोलिसिज्म के बारे में थोड़ी बात होती है. स्मॉल वर्ल्ड इज अनदर वर्क. Small World is another work which talks about Catholicism. Pressy is a character there. Pressy is the character there, and she is going to, I think this is the name of the protagonist only. Yeah. And this character is going to personify what? Catholicism. Then Paradise News, Therapy. These two works also are about Catholicism. Then we see that he is going to satire the academic world, and he is going to write the campus trilogy after that. After this Catholicism and his theme, he is going to try his hands on the academic, satirizing the academic world, and he is going to write campus trilogy, which comprises of 3 works like Changing Places, Small World and Nice Work, all set in the English Midland University. And this university that he is talking about is Rummingedge, which is a personification of Birmingham. Is it clear? I see that tab पे किसी का कोई question नहीं आया. Can you give me a thumbs up that the things are clear to you? Vikas, is it clear? If you have any doubts, you can ask me that. Okay? So इन तीनों वर्क्स के अंदर, इन तीनों वर्क्स में वो यूनिवर्सिटी कौन सी है? Which is of course the personification of Birmingham University. Yeah? And they are talking about a very important English literature lecturer here. English literature lecturer के बारे में बात होती है यहाँ पे. Philip. Who is the protagonist? Philip. He is an English literature professor. Philip. And an American friend, American counterpart, Morris Zapp. So Philip and Morris Zapp are the protagonist. तीनों novels में. Trilogy है, so it is a continuation of course. Yeah, and it is Morris who wants to become the highest paid professor in the field of humanities. Philip and Zapp will first cross their path in the Changing Places, where they swap their jobs for the exchange scheme. And Lodge, of course, is going to use the social political situations and the various works that are done in the campus as a force to satire the university and the academic life. Okay? I hope this is clear. The Master is another work that he has written. It was shortlisted for the Booker Prize also. Okay? I hope it is clear. Can we move forward? Chalo, let us go forward. Before we do that, let us talk about, let us talk about one more thing. I remember that we discussed Margaret Drabble and A.S. Bate. And I said that we will revise them because हम रोज revise करेंगे so the things would be clear. In fact, one more I would like to revise again, and that person is Doris Lessing. These three are very important. Repetitively, I have seen questions being asked from them. So एक बार देख लेते हैं Doris Lessing. Doris Lessing was the British poet, novelist, playwright, and she is a short story writer also, biographer also. And she is someone who is writing under a pen name. Pen name क्या था? Jane Somers. Under the pseudonym, she has written this work, The Diaries of Jane Somers. The Diary of Jane Somers. She has written 5 novels under this title, Children of Violence. Other important works by her are Grass is Singing, 1950, Golden Notebook, 1968, and Good Terrorist, 1965. I hope you are revising these things. They are very, very important. She has then written 5 novels collectively under another title, Canopus and Argos. It is another very important set of novels she is writing, but this time about sci-fi, science fiction. It is a sequence of works that she has written dedicated to space fiction and science fiction. She also is someone who was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2007. She was the 11th woman and the oldest person ever to receive this award. David Cohen Prize भी मिला in 2001 for her literary achievements in the British literature. These are some important works. She is someone who settled in Rhodesia. She was educated in Dominican Convent High School. She left the school at the age of 14, left home at the age of 15, and worked as a nursemaid also, which I told you is going to be seen in the trilogies or in the works that she has written. She's going to move to Salisbury to work as a telephone operator, then gets married to Frank. And of course, she is going to marry the second time also. Then she is going to fall in love with a serviceman again. Her very important work is Grass is Singing, 1950. Another very important work is The Golden Notebook, 1962. ये 2 works बहुत important है. By the time of her death, more than 50 of the novels were published. And as I told you, 2 works where she is using the pseudonym Jane Somers is what? The Diary of the Good Neighbor and The Old Good in both countries. Her final book, Alfred and Emily, is going to appear in 2008. 2008 में appear होती है. She died in London in 2013. Her fiction are basically commonly divided in 3 parts. 3 phases में, 3 parts में उनकी fictions को हम divide कर सकते हैं. Communist themes, psychological themes and Sufi themes. Grass is Singing. It is filmed as well, but the name has been changed. क्या था? Killing Heat in 1981. This work, The Grass is Singing, came out in 1950. Retreat to an Innocence. The Golden Notebook, Briefing for a Descent into Hell. The Summer Before the Dark, Memoirs of a Survivor. The Diary of a Good Neighbor. If the Old Cloud in both countries. The Good Terrorist. The Fifth Child, When in the World, 2000 is a sequel of The Fifth Child that came in 1988. Then a very, very important work that you all have to remember. In fact, there are 5 works that are combined together under the title The Children of Violence. Martha Quest is the character and Martha Quest के का ही protagonist 5 अलग-अलग novels में आता है. 5 novels के अंदर. Martha Quest, A Proper Marriage, A Ripple from the Storm, Landlocked and Four Gated City. Very important. ठीक है, and chronology के अंदर set करना आ जाता है, so you should know the dates also. Then as I told you, another 5 set of novels, The Canopus and Argos Archive series, जो science fiction के बारे में बात करती है और space fiction के बारे में. Shikasta, the marriage between zone 3, 4 and 5, the Syrian experiments, the making of representations of planet 8, the sentimental agents in the Wallon Empire, and the good terrorist, where the protagonist is Alice. Then some of the important dramas by her: Each His Own Wilderness, Play with a Tiger, 14 poems. 14 poems is coming in 1959. The Wolf People, 2002. Then there are some autobiography and memoir that she has written. One important work as a memoir was published in 1957. Going Home. Going Home is a memoir. African Laughter, 4 Visits to Zimbabwe is another work she has written which has an autobiographical reference. She has written her autobiography in 2 parts, as I told you in the previous class, and I told you have to remember it. We have Under My Skin and Walking in the Shade. Volume 1 कब आती है? 1994 में आती है, which is talking about her life journey till 1949. This is Under My Skin, Volume 1. The second volume is Walking in the Shade. This is Volume 2 of the autobiography, and it is writing from 1949 से 1962 का time cover करती है. It is written in 1997. Then another non-fiction work by her is on not winning the Nobel Prize. It was a Nobel Prize lecture that she gave, and nowadays, as I told you, speeches and lectures से बहुत बार question आ जाते हैं. So it is a very important work to know. Then we discussed about the Golden Notebook in detail because this work is repetitively asked in the paper as well. As I told you, it is a very, very important work, and Margaret Drabble, who is a sister as well, so they are somehow connected to one another, right? तो इन्होंने बहुत praise की है उनके इस novel की, The Golden Notebook. It has been called as the inner space fiction. Now this novel is going to talk about not the worldly space but the inner space about the protagonist. Inner space जो है हमारे protagonist की, Anna Wolf उनका नाम है. Anna Wolf is going to write, Anna Wolf and Molly Jacob, these two protagonists are going to talk about, basically it is Anna who is going to talk about her relationship, her ex-lovers, her children, etc. in different books. Now what you have to remember is the colors that are associated with the number of themes that she is incorporating in the works. So firstly, you have to remember that the Free Woman is the title which is going to connect all the works together. There are 4 different works with 4 different colors. And after that, we have one golden book at the end. The golden book is going to be the end where you see, where you have something very personal written by her, जो वो अपने बारे में बात करती हैं. Right, the 4 works are interconnected with one another, and it is interconnected with the golden notebook that is there in the beginning. So what are these colors? Black, red, yellow and blue. And black book is associated with the experiences that she had in Rhodesia near the World War II. Then we have the second book that is red. It is going to tell about the experiences she had as a member, active member of the Communist Party. Yellow is going to talk about Anna and her affair with the other people. Blue is going to talk about the dreams, and this is like a personal journal of Anna. It is going to talk about her dreams, her emotions, psychological impact, etc. So Anna Wolf and the 4 works, that 4 different colors and 4 different books are all connected to one book, that is the golden book that is there. And the golden book का जो title है वो क्या है? Free Woman. Then we have Margaret Drabble. We discussed her. It is a very important, she is a very important writer. Margaret Drabble is going to write a work called as The Millstone, 1965 में. It's an important work. It is going to talk about a woman who gets pregnant, a girl I must say, who gets pregnant, but she is an unmarried girl and she decides to take the responsibility of her child. This is the first work that made her very famous. Jerusalem the Golden, 1967. The Needle's Eye, 1972. And The Needle's Eye was praised by the American writer Joyce Carol Oates. Joyce Carol Oates is a very important writer herself. She has written multiple novels that we discussed and it is repetitively asked. So she is again a very important writer. But जब हम American करेंगे तब हम उसको ज़्यादा पढ़ेंगे. Anyway, अभी पता इतना होना चाहिए that she praised this work. And her novels are Blackwater, What I Lived For, Bold, The Wheel of Love. So these are some important novels by Joyce, but we will discuss her in detail when we will study about American literature. Then The Summer Bird Cage and The Garrick Year are two other works that are there. Okay, she has also written biographies of Arnold Bennett as well as Agnes Wilson. Agnes Wilson. One thing that you have to know that she has written works on biblical references. जितने भी उनके सिर्फ 4 वर्क्स हैं जो बिब्लिकल रेफरेंसेस से या बिब्लिकल नेम्स लेके आपको दिखे हैं. वो कौन से वर्क्स हैं? एंड दिस इज आल्सो अ पोटेंशियल क्वेश्चन दैट कैन बी आस्क्ड. माइलस्टोन, जेरूसलम, द गोल्ड, द नीडल्स आई एंड अ समर बर्ड केज. अ समर बर्ड केज. And from where the name, the title of this novel is coming? A Summer Bird Cage. I told you in the previous class, it is a very, very important question that can be asked, a very potential question, that the White Devil जो play था, that we have already discussed in the Elizabethan era, it was written by Webster, John Webster का work था, right? Senecan Tragedy के अंदर हमने ये पढ़ा था. This work has this line, a summer bird cage, and this work, this title is taken by her and it is used as the title of her very important novel that is coming in 1963. Then we have another very, very, very important writer जो repetitively पूछी जाती है पेपर में. She is Antonia Susan Duffy, but no one knows her by this name because she is using another name called as A.S. Bate. Her work Shadow of the Sun and The Game were few important works that she must have written. But she is someone who has written one very path-breaking work that is very famous called as The Possession. Possession, a Romance, is a work by her that is coming in 1990 and it is a work that made her win the Booker Prize also. She has written a tetralogy. A tetralogy is a collection of 4 novels. The first is Still Life, Babel Tower, A Whistling Woman and The Virgin in the Garden, 1978. तो tetralogy उन्होंने एक लिखी है. A short story collection is also there. The Gin in the Nightingale's Eye and The Children's Book is another work. Anyway, we discussed in detail about the summary of Possession, a Romance. We have 2 contemporary scholars called as Roland Mitchell and Dr. Maud Bailey. ये हमारे बॉय हैं, ये गर्ल हैं, ऐसे याद रखो. एंड ऑफ कोर्स लव स्टोरी होगी ये. These 2 scholars, first of all we see Roland Mitchell. He is going to do a very wrong act. He is going to conduct a very wrong act, morally, ethically wrong, being a literature student. He is going to go to a London library and steal a handwritten letter by Rudolph Henry Ashe, whom he wanted to work on. So he is a scholar and he wanted to do more research on this Victorian period novelist. So Possession is a brilliant work. Why? Because it is going to cover a lot of history and इतना बड़ा time period वो cover करेगी. सबसे पहले Victorian era के बारे में it is going to talk about because of these two poets जिनकी references हमें मिलेंगी and we are going to dig deep into the love story. Somehow we will see that इनकी love story है अपनी. ठीक है? Rudolph Henry Ashe and Christabel Lamont had a love story, a beautiful love story. And when you will read the summary, you will realize, or the story, if you really want to read, you can read the novel as well. So when you will read, you will realize that these 2 people were in love with one another. They had a lot of ups and downs, but we see Christabel then dying at the end, and it's like a unfulfilled love story, a tragic ending that they will have to, but they will come to that ending. We see these 2 people. Roland is the one who will start discussing the things and finding more about Rudolph, and ढूंढते ढूंढते serendipity जैसे he is gonna fall in love, and of course he is gonna meet Dr. Maud Bailey and fell in love with her while they are also discovering. So Maud was working on Christabel and Roland was working on Rudolph, and they will get connected. So this is the pair. This is the pair that we saw in the Victorian period, and this is the postmodern workers. This is the postmodern, these are the postmodern scholars and ये poets थे Victorian period में. So Victorian era से लेके postmodern era तक के इतना बड़ा stretch they are going to talk about. Victorian poets है, so Victorian characteristics के साथ you see the background story of these two poets, and these two scholars are in the postmodern era. Then, as I told you, we have already discussed Kingsley Amis. If you want to write, you can note this thing down. Then we will discuss about Wesker, as I told you. Wesker discuss करेंगे. Arnold Wesker. He is an English dramatist. 1932 से 2016 का period है. So a recent one only. He has written almost 50 plays and he is a very important dramatist. 4 volumes of short stories, 2 volumes of essays. Journalism also he has done. Children's book लिखी है उन्होंने बहुत सारी. And also he has इनकी books translate हुई हैं in a number of languages worldwide. So before we start with anything else, let us talk about Arnold Wesker. Arnold Wesker. So Arnold Wesker was born in London in 1932 to Lee, who was a cook, and Joseph Wesker, a tailor and an active communist also. He attended Jewish infant school and his education was of course fragmented during the World War II. So पूरी एकदम complete education नहीं है. He positionalized his career and as a writer. He has also done few courses from the film industry, from the filming techniques. So he knows a lot about that as well. So his inspiration, if we talk about his career, he has taken a lot of inspiration from the film industry when it comes to writing novels as well. So his inspiration for the 1957 play, The Kitchen, which was later made into a film, was coming from when he was working in Bell Hotel in Norwich. So he has also worked in certain hotels. And he is the one who is writing important plays like Roots, Kitchen Soup with Barley, etc. So he is known for these important works. Unka play The Kitchen is an important work. The Kitchen, I will help you write it. Arnold Wesker. So he is the one who is writing plays like Kitchen, Chicken Soup with Barley, and Roots is a kitchen sink drama. So we have already talked about Osborne. We already in the previous class talked about Osborne and I told you that I should have included him there only, but I don't know कैसे वो slide ही नहीं थी वहाँ पे. So anyway, Arnold Wesker is someone who is associated with the kitchen sink drama. What is the kitchen sink drama? This is another way of writing during the postmodern era, where we are going to talk about the domestic life of people. It is very closely related to the angry young movement only. These people who are writing kitchen sink drama are basically positionalizing their works in a very small home where the protagonists are living, maybe 1 bedroom apartments, and this cluster in very congested and a clustered area they used to live, and they're going to talk about the problems of a domestic work in the domestic life and in the layman worker, or you can say they're going to talk about the problems that any middle class family would face, and you can say lower middle class bulky. They are the one who are struggling during those times, and they are trying to find their own careers and build their own homes, and they are going to suffer with lack of love as well, because if you do not have money there can never be love also here, right? So वो problems दिखाते हैं family में, बहुत ही ज़्यादा structured family नहीं है उनकी, disoriented family है, because you need both, you need both these things, love and money both. When there is a stability in these two things, then family life can be easy. But here you see that maybe the wife and a husband still have some connection between one another, but because of lack of love, they're not going to, they cannot bear children, they cannot talk to one another, they are working for odd hours. So this is something that they will show in the works, right? So we have The Kitchen. The Kitchen is a play that is coming out in 1957 by Arnold Wesker. It was one of the most performed work by Arnold Wesker. In 60 cities in Tokyo, this work was played. It is an important work by him. Then there is another work, Chicken Soup with Barley, 1965. Chicken Soup with Barley. Right? So it is again the part of a trilogy, the part of the trilogy that is called as the Wesker trilogy, Chicken Soup with Barley. It is the first part of the Wesker trilogy. It was followed by another work, Roots. This is the first part of the trilogy. It is called as the Wesker trilogy. The first part is Chicken Soup with Barley. (1956). Then Roots is the second part, and I am talking about Jerusalem. Jerusalem is the third part. Is the third part, right? So these are the three parts that are there under Wesker trilogy. This is itself a PYQ that was asked कि इसमें से कौन सा work trilogy का part नहीं है, ऐसे करके question आया था. So we have the first Chicken Soup with Barley, second Roots, and then we have I am talking about Jerusalem. These are the three works that are there. And the protagonist is Sarah, the character Sarah is based on, so in the three works, we have one protagonist, Sarah, and she is in reality the aunt of Wesker only. वो reality में aunt है Wesker की, जिसके ऊपर उन्होंने Sarah Wesker aunt है Arnold Wesker की, जिनके ऊपर उन्होंने ये पूरा 3 trilogies बेस करी है. She was a trade union activist in the East End of London. Sarah Wesker is the protagonist, and these works made this work also made Arnold Wesker very, very famous. This trilogy made him very famous. The Kitchen is of course a very important work that was made into a film also, but the Roots and the Chicken Soup with Barley, as well as I am talking about Jerusalem, that comprise Wesker trilogy, are the most important works that are done by him. Right? Then there are some other works that you should write. Write Menace, 1961. It was a play that was done for the television. Let us write it only. Let us write it. There are some other works also that he has written. Minutes. Very important work, Chips with Everything. The Nottingham Captain. Four Seasons. Their Very Own and Golden City, 1966. These are his play. There are many more. If you want, you can Google it. Google all of these things. There is a huge list. Some important ones I'm writing. Like The Merchant, Phoenix, One More Ride on the Merry-Go-Round, Love Letters on Blue Paper, Lady Othello, Siders, Four Portraits, Breakfast, Shoeshine, Little Old Lady and Shoeshine, Bluey, Wild Spring, Blood Libel, Break My Heart, The Kitchen Musical, Joy and Tyranny are few other works that he has written. He has also written one non-fiction work that is a collection of essays, Distinctions. Then उनकी एक autobiography भी है. What is the name of his autobiography? As Much as I Dare. 1994 में आता है ये वर्क. You should know these things. ठीक है. डिस्टिंक्शन कब आता है? 1985. आई नो सबको सब याद नहीं रह सकता है. एटलीस्ट बेसिक याद रहेगा. सो यू विल बी एबल टू मार्क इट इन द पेपर. Fears of Fragmentation, Say Goodbye, You May Never See Them. These are some other non-fiction essays that he has written. But this is the most important. These things are the most important things. ये उनके सारे प्ले हैं. किससे एसोसिएटेड है? किचन सिंक ड्रामा से एसोसिएटेड है. किचन सिंक ड्रामा. बेटी है उनकी प्रोटैगनिस्ट. बेटी इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोटैगनिस्ट है उनकी रूट्स की. As far as I remember, Betty ही नाम था उनका, but you can Google. Of course, you should read the summary of these works, right? Try to read at least the summary of the works that are there in his trilogy. Wesker trilogy के अंदर जो 3 works हैं, Chicken Soup with Barley, Roots, I am talking about Jerusalem. At least read the summary of these 3 works that are there. Okay? If you want to note, you can write it. Then we will discuss Iris Murdoch. Iris Murdoch is another very important female writer who is writing in the post-war era, and her work, The Sea, is a work that was also given the Booker Prize Award. She's the one who received the title Dame also by Elizabeth II. So she's a very important person. She was ranked, her novels were ranking almost among the top 50 British novels all the time. So बहुत important writer है. I hope you have read it. Iris Murdoch, 1919 till 1999 time period है. Dame Jean Iris Murdoch was an Irish-born British author born on July 15th, 1919. She was a philosopher best known for her novels about evil and good, sexual reputation, sexual relationship, morality, as well as the power of unconsciousness. So these are the works, these are the various genres or the themes that she is using. ये उनके mostly सारे themes हैं. So she was also a philosopher, and she is going to use some philosophical themes in the work, like The Sea is a fully philosophical work if you read it. So, and the best known novels are going to talk about the important themes of evil, good, sexual relationship, morality, and the power of unconscious. She was the daughter of Irene Jean and Will John Hughes Murdoch, a civil servant. Murdoch went to Somerine Village College, Oxford, where she studied philosophy with Donald. After leaving Oxford, she is then going to go to London. In June 1944, she left the Treasury and then is going to work with the United Nations Relief and Rehabilitation Administration, UNRPA. Her first novel, Under the Net, was published in 1954 and it is set in London. Her first novel is Under the Net, 1954. In 1976, she was named as the Commander of Order of British Merit Empire. She was elected as the foreign honorary member of American Academy of Arts and Science in 1982. Her last novel is Jackson's Dilemma, 1995. She died because of Alzheimer's disease. And then she is the one who is also writing with a lot of philosophical themes. Her philosophical writings were influenced by Simone Weil, whom she is going to borrow the concept of attention. उन्होंने सिमोन से ही अपना concept, जिसको वो बहुत बार यूज करती है philosophy में, the concept of attention लिया था. This work is important. Why? Because The Sea received the Booker Prize in 1978. Black Prince won her James Trade Black Memorial Prize. In 1999, she was awarded with the Golden Pen Award by England for her lifetime distinguished service of literature as well. Right? So she is Iris. Iris has written other important works also, like The Bell, Severed Head, Unofficial Rose, Red and the Green, The Nice and the Good, The Black Prince. These are some other important works that are written by her. The concept of attention is taken by Simone Weil. She is using this in the Booker Prize winning award, The Sea. उन्हें Alzheimer disease हो जाती है in 1997 and she died in 1999. She was elected, giving this honorary membership of the American Academy of Arts and Science in 1982, and her last work is Jackson's Dilemma. Under the Net is the first work that she has written. The Sea, जिस वर्क का प्रोटैगनिस्ट कौन है? Charles Arrowby. Is coming in 1954. The Nice and Good, it's a work that is a romantic thriller and a comedy novel. The Flight from the Enchanter, 1956. The Sandcastle, 1957. The Bell, it is set in the Ember Court and the protagonist is Dora Greenfield. Severed Head, Unofficial Rose, The Unicorn. These are some of the important works that she has written. Some important novels that she has written. The Italian Girl, The Fairly Honorable Defeat, The Red and the Green, Black Prince, जिसका नरेटर कौन है? Bradley Pearson, Jackson's Dilemma, and Under the Net. There are some short stories that are also written by her. उन्होंने अपनी philosophical work लिखा है Something Special, 1957, The Sovereignty of Good, 1970, The Fire and the Sun, 1997. Some play by her, The Severed Head. This work she has written in collaboration with J.B. Priestley. The Italian Girl with James Sanders and The Black Prince, 1987 का work है. Two poetry collections, A Year of Birds and poems by Iris Murdoch. These are the important works that she has written. I'll give you time to note this thing down. पहले plays लिख लो. Write the plays and then we will move backward. Write it. And we have discussed about J.B. Priestley also. He is a commentator, novelist, and he is someone who is writing in this British era. And playwright थे, screenplay writer थे, novelist थे, broadcaster थे. He is a social commentator also. And उनका सबसे important fictional work कौन सा है? The Good Companions, 1929. The Good Companions, 1929 is the most important work by him. This work also made him win the James Trade Black Memorial Award. Angel Pavement is another work, but that's not important. Angel Pavement, एक और novel थी उनकी, Angel Pavement, 1930 का work है वो. And this was basically the time when the world was going in Great Depression. And this was a recurring theme in his time period when he was writing. There is one play that he is very famous for. एक play है उनका काफी ज़्यादा famous. An Inspector Calls, in 1945 this work came out. 1945 का ये work है. An Inspector Calls. ये उनका important play है. It's the best known play by J.B. Priestley. He also has written certain essays. He used to write certain essays for the Horizon magazine. किस magazine के लिए वो लिख रहे थे? Horizon magazine के लिए certain essays he has written. तो कुछ essays उन्होंने लिखे हैं उस time period में. And he was a regular broadcaster for BBC. Okay. One important fact that I wanted to tell you about J.B. Priestley. So, because that time the world was going in Great Depression, war tha, this was a tumultuous time. This was a time where everything was falling apart. It was like what Chino Achebe said, things fall apart. Everything was falling apart. There was nowhere to go. That is why Angry Young Man, Kitchen Sink drama, middle classes were suffering. ये सब वहाँ पे चल रहा था. So he is someone who was very fascinated with the problem of time. उनके लिए ये थीम ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ टाइम वाज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड ही हैज रिटन अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्से. एक इंपॉर्टेंट एस्से लिखा था इन्होंने अंडर द टाइटल मैन एंड टाइम. एक टाइटल के अंदर लिखा था, यही थीम यूज किया था, मैन एंड टाइम. उनका एक एस्से है. ही हैज रिटन अंडर द थीम दैट इज ऑफ कोर्स अंडर द टाइटल मैन एंड टाइम, और थीम क्या यूज किया, द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ टाइम. But what is more interesting is that it was a companion to another essay that was written by Carl Jung. Carl Jung ने Man and His Symbols, the psychoanalyst writer, so this was the time when of course Christianity या फिर religion के बारे में बात तो नहीं हो रही थी, but man is definitely losing faith on God, right? Because of back-to-back wars, because of the problems that they were all facing, people were not understanding कि man को किस चीज पे rely करना है. टाइम पे जो कि हमने ही क्रिएट किया है, मशीनरी, गॉड, क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, कौन से सिंबल्स हैं, क्या चीज, व्हाट आर वी मेड अप ऑफ, these were certain questions that were coming again and again in the minds of these people. Precognitive dreaming के बारे में they are writing. Precognitive dreaming. So in depth they are writing about certain psychological problems that a person was facing during that time. उन्होंने BBC प्रोग्राम भी स्टार्ट किया था, मॉनिटर, and in that program also they were talking about precognitive dreaming. What are dreams made up of, are dreams real, right? 1964 के अंदर ये ऐसे आया था, 1964, and it was divided into 4 parts. This work, Man and His Symbols, is a very important work by Carl Jung. 4 parts में है. So if you wish to know more about it, you can read it. I think first part was approaching the unconscious. First part was approaching the unconscious, and there are 4 parts जिसके अंदर ये work है, 4 parts में. So take it as your homework. Try to read more about this work. Carl Jung का work है The Man and His Symbols, 4 parts में है, right? So Priestley is somehow associated with this person also. Okay, you can write this thing down. Can we move forward? You can write this down. You can take a screenshot, or maybe you can just pause the video and write it. अच्छा, when you're watching it as live, तब नहीं कर पाओगे pause, but बाद में. The Sea is one of the most important work, and try to read the summary of this work. And don't confuse it with Bell Jar. The Bell Jar is Sylvia Plath's autobiography. That's different. The Bell is a work by Iris. Then Christopher Fry, another playwright. Christopher Fry, right? So Christopher Fry was an English poet as well as a playwright. His most important work that was asked is The Lady is Not for Burning. So he is well known for his verse drama, The Lady is Not for Burning, which made him a major force in the theatre in the 1940s and 1950s. He was born as Arthur Harris in Bristol. He was the son of Charles John Harris and Emma Fry. In 1920, he met the writer Robert Gritting, and who is going to become his lifelong friend. His play about Dr. Thomas John Barnardo, the founder of Children's Home, turned in fundraising amateur production in 1935 is also seen. Although Fry lived till 2005, his poetic style of drama began to fall out of fashion with the advent of angry young man movement in the British theatre in the 1950s. So initially in the 1940s and early 1950s, we have Christopher Fry, and when he was writing, उसी time पे ही angry young man movement start हो जाता है, and then of course I told you these people have a different way of writing. So they are going to replace what Christopher Fry was trying. His last play was The Ringing of Bells in 2001. His wife Phyllis, whom he married in 1963, is going to die in 1987. Later life of Fry was there in village in the West Essex, and then he is going to die of natural causes in 2005. He has been compared to T.S. Eliot in his taste for poetic drama as well. In his early works, we see a comedy that he has written, A Phoenix Too Frequent, 1996, based on the Latin writer Petronius, identified with the novelist Petronius, who is the emperor of the Nero's court. He also adapted Jean's work Ring Round the Moon in 1950. Lady is Not for Burning, 1949, became a famous work that was starring two very important actors during that time, Gielgud and Richard Burton. In 1986, he wrote One Thing More, a play about the 7th century Northumbrian monk. एक Northumbrian monk है that we have already studied about, Cadamon. उनके बारे में इन्होंने एक वर्क लिखा था, One Thing More. It's a play जो कि हम लोगों ने ऑलरेडी, जिनके बारे में हम पढ़ चुके हैं. Cadamon, Cenewulf, we have already studied about them. So One Thing More, he translated Henry Ibsen's work Peer Gynt. Some major works by Fry are She Shall Have Music, Open Door, The Boy with the Cart, Robert of Sicily, it's opera for the students and the children. Seven at a Stroke, it's again a play for children. The Tower, 1939 में आता है ये. Thursday's Children, A Phoenix Too Frequent, Lady is Not for Burning. It's a romantic comedy in 3 acts. They're written in verse. Verse play है ये, verse drama. Thor with Angels, The Firstborn, Venus Observed, Ring Wrong the Moon, A Sleep of Prisoners, The Dark is Light Enough. It is written for Dame Edith Evans. A Ringing of Bells, One Thing More, जो कैडमॉन के लिए उन्होंने लिखा था. The Lark, Tiger at the Gates, Duel of Angels, Cyrano de Bergerac. Then जो ऑटन हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे. आई वॉन्ट यू टू राइट द वर्क्स ऑफ फ्राई. राइट द वर्क्स ऑफ फ्राई, क्रिस्टोफर फ्राई. So, one thing more that you can remember, A Lady is Not for Burning, it is set in the Middle Ages. It is set in the Middle Ages. It's a romantic comedy that you can remember. Middle Ages में set है. And it is said that it is going to reflect the exhausted life. The exhausted life and the life that is full of despair that happened after the World War II. And it resembles Shakespeare की pastoral comedies a lot. ये बहुत ज्यादा शेक्सपियर की पैस्टरल कॉमेडी के जैसा होता था ये प्ले. एंड थॉमस मेंडिप इसका प्रोटैगनिस्ट है, एंड हम्फ्री. Done. Let us move forward. I'll wind up my class here. I hope you understood everything. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो नहीं समझ आया है. If there is anything that is not clear, you can ask me right now. We still have Christopher Isherwood and McEwan. Then Muriel Spark. Have we discussed Muriel Spark? No, I think we still have Muriel Spark left. Muriel Spark बची हैं. William Golding we have already done. So novelist, playwriters, almost we have done it. I hope you are reading the notes that we have given to you. I hope you are reading it simultaneously. They are important. एक बारी when after watching the class, you should go through and skim, just skim it, right? And read the summaries of the works that I have been asking you to do. When it comes to dramatist, in the next class, I think we will cover Samuel Beckett and Harold Pinter and Tom Stoppard. So do not miss it. Tom Stoppard, I'll try to cover them together. Tom Stoppard, Samuel Beckett and Harold Pinter. Harold Pinter's birthday party is one of the most important plays. And Tom Stoppard ke to we have so many plays that are asked repetitively in the paper. Like Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. Right? Or maybe the real Inspector Horn, enter a free man. These are the important works that are always asked. Indian Ink. So Tom Stoppard is a very, very, very important writer. The Jumpers is also a play by him. On page number 309, we have Arnold Wesker. There are some other works of Arnold Wesker also. One thing that I forgot to tell you about Arnold Wesker. Wait, I'll write it there because it's an important thing. I completely forgot. It's there in your notes. There was a sequel to the work Roots called as Honey. Abhi likh lo so that you do not miss it. So where is Arnold Wesker? Yeah. So we were discussing about Arnold Wesker. So Arnold Wesker has written works like The Kitchen, Wesker Trilogy, Chips with Everything, Four Seasons, Their Very Own and Golden City, Friends, Shylock, etc. Then there is a very important thing that you have to remember, that he has written a sequel of Roots called as Honey in 2005. इसका उन्होंने एक sequel लिखा है called as Honey in 2005. This work came out. It was a sequel to Roots. And a poem, उन्होंने एक poem भी लिखी है important, All Things Tire of Themselves. So it is there in your notes. You can read it. If we miss any of these things, then you will have it in the notes. I'm sure. कुछ ऐसे कुछ मिस नहीं होगा, या तो वो notes में होगा या वो यहाँ होगा. John Osborne, we have already discussed. Arnold Wesker, John Osborne, both of them together are very, very famous for the kitchen sink drama. The kitchen sink drama. And of course, Arnold Wesker is someone जिन्होंने start किया था the Angry Young Man tradition. The Angry Young Man, because of his very important work, Look Back in Anger. Who is the protagonist of Look Back in Anger? Can you tell me? Look Back in Anger के protagonist कौन है? We talked about them in detail. We talked about all the three characters. Cliff, Jimmy, and Ellison. Cliff, Jimmy, and Ellison. So Jimmy and Ellison are married to one another. And there is one more character, Helena, जिसकी वजह से सारी प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट होती है. Helena. ठीक है? Okay, so with this, I will wind up my class. Thank you so much for attending the lecture. I hope you are keeping well. I hope you guys are studying and making your own notes. If you still have any doubts, doubt clearing session में you can ask me, or you can ask me here as well. After closing the session also, I will still look इस tab के अंदर, because sometimes थोड़ा सा late आते हैं responses. So you can ask me here as well. ठीक है? Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you soon.